Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well. I have a bunch of products here that I wanted to talk about, and I have not really posted a favorites video, so this is kind of like my summer favorites slash my July favorites. So yeah, let's just get started. Instead of starting with makeup, I'm going to start with a self-tanner. I have never used the self-tanner before or anything from this brand. It's the Bondi Sands Everyday Liquid Gold Gradual Tanning Dry Oil. Now, this does come in like the actual tanning, like dark color where you just like spray it on and then you within a couple hours have like a really dark tan. This is the gradual one, so you don't see anything right away. Like after 2-ish days you start to get a little bit of like a very natural golden tan, and like I just kind of top it up every other day, and I feel like it kind of maintains a natural looking color to my skin without it being too dark. Like, you know, for an event or a party or going out, like that's totally fine to do like a full-on like dark tan, but I just like to have a little bit of color, just like something to make me look healthy. This stuff is incredible. Like, so into the dry oil formula, so it just reminds me of the oil that I would have used to bathe in back in the day to get a tan. It smells like coconut. It's like not that gross tan smell. It's beautiful smelling. It does go on like an oil, but because it's a dry oil, it does dry very quickly. The one thing I hate about mousse tans or lotion tans, especially gradual lotion tans, there's always just like a stick to your skin. There's always that little funky smell that comes with gradual tanners. So when I came across this one, was a massive fan, and I feel like it just gives very natural results. There's no blotchiness, it doesn't transfer, it doesn't give any streaks, it doesn't leave any, you know, residue on my hands. It's just amazing, and I feel like I have a lot in here, so I'm bringing that to Canada for sure. This next product was actually sent to me by one of my followers on Instagram. She's the director at Beauty Counter, I believe, but I don't know if it's a Canadian online brand, Beauty Counter, or online store, or if it's just North American, but she sent me the Beauty Counter Overnight Resurfacing Peel. Wow, this stuff is incredible. Like, there's some other products I've mentioned in the past that really helps reduce fine lines and resurfaces it and all that fun stuff, but this stuff I've noticed within like 2 days that my skin just looked a lot more even. There was very few like bumps in areas that I normally get, tiny little bumps that aren't actually pimples, they're just like texture. Even like the redness, blotchiness in my skin has reduced incredibly. So massive fan of this stuff. This next product is definitely a cult favorite amongst influencers, and it's the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. I don't actually use it as a mask. I feel like I don't really need added moisture to my skin. I actually use this as my nighttime eye cream. I just take a decent amount and really lather it under my eyes, let it soak in, and then pat it in, and I feel like it really revives them, kind of quenches the thirst that my eyes have been needing. I've been noticing that it's kind of getting a wee bit dry again under there because I wasn't really using an eye cream for a bit. So this has been amazing because it's very moisturizing. It just replenishes my under eyes and plumps any fine lines that are starting to look a little dehydrated. So that has been really good for that. Moving on to makeup. How cute is this packaging for foundation? I think it's really sweet. Kind of reminds me of like a little character on CBeebies. Anyone know what I'm talking about? Anyways, it's Benefit Hello Happy in number 3, the Soft Blur Foundation. Amazing. It's very fine in consistency, a little bit more of a watery consistency, but it's just such a nice natural coverage foundation. You guys know I love a natural finish. I think it just is perfect for summer. Definitely buildable, and it doesn't look heavy the more and more you put on. So if you want more of a medium, I don't know if you could get super full coverage, but more of a medium coverage out of this, if you're like layering it on, it doesn't look like you're layering it on. It just gives a really nice blur to the skin, but also still lets your skin look like skin. How many times can I say that word? Yeah, it's just a nice natural foundation, and I have been reaching for it a lot lately. So Nars came out with a blush that is basically their hero product. It's the Orgasm Blush, and it's just kind of like the first product from Nars that I feel like everyone just like raved about, and it's like one of their cult you know, items in their entire line. Anyways, they came out with an Orgasm collection, like exclusive collection from that one blush because it does so well, and they sent it to me, which is really kind. It came with the actual blush, it came with a powder highlighter and a lip balm, and I love all three. It is beautiful. So the blush I'll show you, it's an oldie but a goodie. It's like a nice coral with a little bit of a gold sheen to it. Beautiful on all skin tones. Like this is seriously the perfect everyday, every occasion, especially a bride. Nars blushes are one of my favorite formulas when it comes to blush, and this color, it is beautiful. So that's one thing. But the highlighter, the powder highlighter they came out with, is that what it's called? Yeah, Illuminating Loose Powder. Wow. Now I can't get away wearing this unless I have a little bit of color. If you're a little bit more of a fair skin tone, I think you could kind of use this on top of the blush to really just pop it more, like it would make it more illuminating. Illuminated. This, when I have a little bit of a tan, and then I just pop it onto, maybe I can do a little bit now. Let's see. Okay. So it definitely has a pink tone to it. I don't know if you guys, is this gonna ruin my makeup? Maybe I'll do it on the back of my hand. Okay, I don't know if it's picking up because I'm quite far from the camera, but it has such a beautiful glow to it. It's so finely milled, and it just, oh my goodness, like illuminates your face with the most gorgeous colors. Like it just reflects everything in the right way. Like it's a rose gold highlight with a little bit of like a tint for like a blush if you wanted to use it like a blush topper. Am I making sense? Anyways, try it out. Highly recommend. If you're a fan of the Nars Orgasm Blush, you will love that illuminating powder. I take a little bit of a tea break here. If you guys watched my recent everyday makeup vlog / video, I was raving about this mascara. I have never been quote unquote shook. I don't even use that word. I feel like I'm one of the cool kids now. I am shook by this mascara. It is incredible. I'm wearing it today. This is only one coat. If you want to see it in action, I will link that video down below so you can see it applied and just see the difference between my like eyes. One applied and one not. It's incredible. Anyways, recently was sent this from YSL. It's the Volume Effect Lash Curler, the curler, and they sent two colors, black, and then one's more of a violet color, and then a primer. Now, I haven't tried it without the primer, but I feel like it would still be amazing. The primer just adds another layer to add a bit more volume to the lash, and then whenever you put the mascara on, it adds length, thickness, volume even more. Like, it is incredible. I'm wearing it today, only one coat, like one coat of the primer, one coat of the mascara, and I'm obsessed, and it doesn't even transfer. That's another thing that like blew me away. And most mascaras do transfer on me. It's so annoying having oily eyelids. Like it just happens. The only ones that I could get away wearing are Maybelline Lash Sensation and L'Oreal Lash Paradise and Benefit Roller Lash. Those are like my three go-tos that like I kind of swear by, but there's something that was like noticeably and instantly amazing when I use this. And normally I'm not like a massive fan of high-end mascaras just because I feel like drugstore ones sometimes / most of the time are better. So when I use this, I was sold. I will keep repurchasing this because I have never used a mascara that I've loved instantly so quickly. Moving on to the last two products. They're from the same brand, and I'm not sure if they're released yet, but stay tuned because they're totally worth the wait. They are from Charlotte Tilbury. The first one is this Magic Away Liquid Concealer. I have it in the shade For Fair. I recently went to London for a Charlotte Tilbury event for these two new products, like a release party, and wow, this is incredible. It kind of looks like the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind like doe foot applicator, like that kind of spongy material, whatever it is. Anyways, it is a twist, which is great, and I actually prefer this as like a spot concealer, or if I'm not really wearing makeup that day, I'm just wearing a little bit of like a shimmery tint base, and then I would just spot conceal any areas just to add a little bit of coverage. I prefer it like that. not under my eyes as much. I feel like I'm using it as a wand. I have used it under my eyes. Maybe I put too much, and so that's why it was a little creasy, so maybe that was just my own fault, and I should try it again just a little bit less. But it has such great coverage. It is meant for under your eyes and for your entire face. Like, it kind of just does everything. Just for all over my face, especially because you guys know most days I don't wear foundation. I just wear a little bit of like a bronzy tinted serum and then just go in with a little bit of concealer. And this is perfect because it's not too heavy. It doesn't actually look like concealer's on my face. It just perfects my skin in areas that I want perfected. But yeah, so good. So if it's not linked down below for you to purchase, there will be a link for you to apply to the waitlist if you guys are interested, because it is a good concealer. It's really good. And then lastly, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder Under Eye and Face. I feel like it should be opposite. It should be under eye, face, magic powder. No? Anyways, so good. If you guys are an OG of my channel, then you'll know that I use Laura Mercier's translucent powder religiously for like 2 years. And now I don't really use a powder too much. I use like a little bit of like a, what's it called, pressed powder, just like for my T-zone to get rid of any oiliness. But ever since I got this one, it is good. It doesn't necessarily completely matte you out, which if you're someone who wants to really enhance a natural looking skin or dewiness or glowiness to your face, you would love this because it doesn't fully make you matte. It definitely takes away oiliness and controls that area, but it doesn't like, it doesn't look powdery in your skin, you know what I mean? Like, I just take a little bit on my brush, really tap it off, and then press it in my T-zone and then sweep it under my eyes, and I just feel like it does so many things. Like, it highlights under my eyes, it doesn't completely matte my skin, but it makes it more satin. That's the word I want. It makes it a little bit more of a satin consistency, like very skin-like, but it has this radiance without being a shimmer powder. Yeah, definitely join the waitlist for this one because I'm very impressed, and I find loose powders just last forever, so you're gonna have it for a long time. That is it for my summer / July favorites. Probably do like an all-rounder summer favorites at the end of summer, but I did want to update you guys on some of the products that I've been absolutely loving lately. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, everything will be linked down below. Keep an eye out for these guys. If they're not linked, then I will, if they're not linked, I will link the waitlist page for you because it is totally worth it, I promise. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That means the world to me, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.